The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Call it a loss of 8 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
On the double. Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, box trot, box trot. Go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He's going to look deep for more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Throwing on first down. Lawrence. Going up top. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down. Alert, 6. Recon, 132 fighter. Big grip.
To throw again. Lawrence. The catch made by Pharaoh Cooper. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lawrence. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. 4 down. Hey, Delta. Mike,
from the gun on 3rd down. Lawrence. Open man is Anderson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. The extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Pump, motion. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Yo. Watch that.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check. Slam.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Jones has it. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Here we go. Check. 72.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Check 15.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
4 down. Alert. 25. Check 25. You.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
We own them. Check 24. Alert! Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Watch the screen. Hey, seam 6. Mike, 54. Smoke bandit.
Here's Brady.
Let's go, D.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Motion. Mike, check it. Mike, 54. Here we go. 53 now.
The final shot before half for Brady. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Gay's kick is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into the
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Got the first down here inside the 30. And a cut. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones. Touchdown number 22 on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 3, second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Come on.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day. 72. Out. Hey, exit. Shadow.
Brady now to throw. And this is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Sugar. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Mike's 5-4. Alert. 5-4. Hey, we're pretty quiet. Hey. Mike's 7. Mike's 54. 72.
Here's Brady to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now. 50, plant. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey. 4 down. Hey, wahoo. Defense.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the return will stop right around the 25. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 34. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But it used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. A lot of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Wait, 20. And we got to get to the ball, G. We got to get to the ball. It's Hey, 66.
On first down, it's Logan, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. T.J. Logan, his third touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Defenders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen.
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards. On first down, Lawrence. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Throwing again, Lawrence. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with two remaining. We'll be back after this. So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Off the play fake. Lawrence. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Here's McCaffrey. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
At the 1-yard line.
So it'll be second and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Bang, 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 bang.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
First and 10.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 36-yard line.
Wait, 53! Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Check it, reload!
On second down, it's Jones. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That's what I'm talking about.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here we go. 54. Touchdown. 54, Mike. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up.
And this is caught inside the 5. It's a gain of 34. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 23 here on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready to break.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Check. Mike 4, Mike 4. Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Let's go.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
First down.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. He's going to look deep for more. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting...
Oh, wide open, complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Extra point safely through. And that will shave one more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's got Evans. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Again, it's Jones. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Hey, watch the slant. Hey, Alabama.
On 3rd down, here's Washington. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards at a Buccaneer first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Alabama. Here we go. Hey, Alpha. Check 59. Alert.
Brady going to throw here. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Check 13. Check 13.
On play action, now Brady. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Well, that throw by Brady, incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. To throw again, Brady. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for two?
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They'll try and run it here. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for two more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, Delta.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
Got it. Watch run. X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Now.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Buccaneers, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.